Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria and a few other organizations that have been working in the last decades, we have fought to ensure that the freedoms that the media industry enjoy must not be tampered with. We have always been in the forefront of saying you have no right as a legislature at the National Assembly to pass a law to limit the freedom of the media freedoms. And we still stand by that, in as much as the negative forces that are trying to destroy certain persons in offices in Nigeria have found comfortable allies in some of those social media and online media outfits. A statement by the Coalition of Civil Society Organizations led by Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria. Introduction. Gentlemen of the Fourth Estate of the Rhyme, there are no women in the media, everybody is a man. Gentlemen of the Fourth Estate of the Rhyme, we humbly welcome you all to this media event organized by a coalition of 16 organizations drawn from all across Nigeria, but spearheaded by the prominent civil rights advocacy group, Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria. I'm sure all of you know HURIWA now, you're all part of HURIWA. We want to first and foremost let you know that this briefing session is completely our independent initiative in our capacity as a coalition of Nigerian civil society organizations who have no political affiliations but are passionate about achieving just and equitable development in our dear country. I don't need to tell you the history of HURIWA and our different advocacy campaigns we have held. Whenever the government goes wrong, we say it the way it is. We don't care whoever is there. What we care about is our corporate image as a country, Nigeria, the citizens of Nigeria, service delivery, good governance. These are some of the attributes that we fight for, the virtues we fight for. Our coalition is a team of professionals who have come together to advance the single agenda of building a formidable and economically strong united Nigeria. We need not belabor you with our strong track record, collective within the organized civil society community in Nigeria, which spans nearly 2 decades of an unblemished record of patriotism. Now, here are the issues, so that we don't spend too much time on irrelevancies. It has come to our notice that the Nigeria incentive-based risk sharing system for agricultural lending. This is actually why I invited some business the reporters to also be around, because it's something that is related to business, even though it is also a human rights issue. The NIRSAL, an institution that is playing a key role in the transformation of Nigerian agriculture, has been the subject of a vicious and sustained campaign of calumny over the past 2 years. This campaign, which has intensified in the last 6 months, is being executed by a faceless group or faceless elements who hide behind compromised social media platforms to throw mud at organizations. Currently, they are using a compromised high-profile activist online platform to launch personal attack against the leadership of NIRSAL PSC. Incidentally, NIRSAL is a public liability company. The company that is owned by everybody in Nigeria. It's not basically a government agency. People think NIRSAL, if I think I get it right. People always think maybe NIRSAL is just one of those agencies of government where you go in there, you see a lot of money. But I'm happy to I will disappoint you today. Some of you who are not very much aware of NIRSAL. To achieve their nefarious objectives, they have forged fake documents, organized fake protests, sponsored fake farmers groups, and induced unprofessional media platforms which lack integrity to publish unverified falsehood against the institution. They have also tried to instigate the security agencies through baseless, unsubstantiated reports based on the same fake allegations which they have sponsored in the social media. The allegations have ranged from mismanagement of funds by its current leadership to claims of discrimination and favoritism. Significantly, despite the media campaign and reports made to the security agencies, no evidence of impropriety has been discovered. Why NIRSAL PLC deserves support, why we are in support of that institution, even though we were in the trenches of the struggles for the liberation of Nigerians. But we believe that the only way you can liberate Nigerians is to empower them economically. And the best way to empower a lot of Nigerians is to ensure that the agricultural sector is adequately financed in a more professional manner. So this institution we're talking about that some people want to destroy, which we are using this opportunity to appeal to the president, not to listen to some of those. Anyway, Mr. President is somebody that is well informed. He has a lot of security reports getting to him. He's aware that most of these things are just mere politically motivated campaign of calumny. But we just want to add our voice as members of the civil society community to say that we are very concerned about the campaign against NIRSAL for the following reasons. One, the effort to distract and even disable NIRSAL PLC is not in the interest of the nation, because this 5-year-old institution's mandate, as given to it by the Central Bank of Nigeria, its sole shareholder, is central to the focus on agriculture by the Buhari administration, by the President Muhammad Buhari administration, the sector that is the #1 employer of labor and the linchpin of the nation's plans for a post-oil future. Second, there is clear evidence that NIRSAL is doing justice to its mandate. It is an established fact that the institution, in just a few short years of its corporate existence, has facilitated about 110 billion naira from the financial sector into agriculture, from the financial sector, from the banks. They don't keep money in NIRSAL. They don't have money. It's not a government agency that gets budget every year. They don't have money. They are just like facilitators. When you apply for loan, agricultural loan in the banks, they are there to stand in for you to tell the specific banks that this person is credible, this business is credible. We have gone to the sites of this farming activity. We can guarantee that this person is not an Abuja-based farmer. It's not just somebody that carries portfolio and walk around Federal Secretariat saying he's a farmer. This is a farmer who is based in Kagoro. This is a farmer who is based in Arondisogo. We are sure of that. This is a farmer who is based in Birnin Gwari or Birnin Kudo, Birnin whatever. You understand? That can be verified. So that is the work of NIRSAL. It's not an agency that controls money. It's not like NNPC. That's a mistake. Some of these people doing these things do not even know. They don't even, they have not taken time to understudy. And the information are all there. It's there on the website. If you go to the website, you see it. The information is there. Unfortunately, a lot of Nigerians don't find the patience to go through some authoritative information. This NIRSAL has contributed to the creation of millions of jobs and the improvement of the lives of smallholder farmers across the country. Some of you who have social media accounts, Facebook, where during this period of COVID-19 pandemic, you must have read, you must have encountered NIRSAL, the advertisements inviting small-time farmers and businesses to apply for loans that the government has asked them to give. The Nigerian government has asked them to bail out some of those struggling business concerns that have been affected by COVID. Some people think maybe is what some of these 400 people that are trying to use Facebook to do, but NIRSAL, that NIRSAL campaign that you see on social media is genuine. It is totally incredible to us that an institution that is working so hard for the country without any budgetary appropriation by the federal government nor allocation of funds from the Central Bank of Nigeria, yet achieving solid results in a critical area of national development such as agriculture, can be subjected to endless attacks in pursuit of nefarious political goals and negative economic interests. This person or persons or forces that want to destroy the person of the current MD, because the target is the MD, it's nobody else, because the person or the forces fighting the MD, they are interested in foisting their own candidate. All of you are Nigerians, you're all media people, you have access to politicians, you know how people lobby for offices. Some of you who cover National Assembly must have been used to how people lobby for government offices, for government appointments, or some of you who cover the State House, but I've been aware of how far some people can go to get an office. And one thing that surprises us in the NGO community is how these people manage to know when each of those appointees, when their tenure is about to end. They'll give them like a year before the end of their tenure and they'll start fighting. How do they manage to know? Probably they have a diary where they keep this Mr. O, who is in the NFPC, is going to leave by so let's finish him up and try and see how do I. And that is why nothing works in this country, because it's all about, let me get into that office first. Get into that office. That is a struggle. Let's get into that office. Let me even tell you, some of our people who are doing this kind of advocacy we do, some of them do it because they want to negotiate to have in this country, because no matter how powerful you are, once something wrong is done, we say it the way it is. So when we see something that is wrong, people are trying to damage a man because the person is quiet, the person is not media savvy. You know, there are people who are constantly in the media, and there are some office holders who do not, maybe because of the kind of work they do, they don't always have one-on-one interaction and interfaces with the media. So you see such people as very quiet people. Some of these people are the victims of some of these blackmails that are going on all over the place in the country. Gentlemen of the media, we are by this statement demanding that within the next 1 week, that the Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, I think it's Alhaji or Malam Mohammed Adamu, should commence investigation and invite for interrogation this bunch of detractors traversing the entire length and breadth of the media industry in their campaign of calumny against the management of NIRSAL PLC under its managing director, the erudite and hardworking Aliyu Abdul Hamid. If you interact with the man, this person we were talking about today, you understand that we didn't just drop the word erudite without knowing what we're talking. We have interacted with him, so it's not as if I am in how do I call it? I'm in London and the man is in. So it's somebody that operates in Abuja with all of us, somebody that's accessible. So if you have opportunity of meeting him one-on-one, you understand what I'm saying. That this man has quality. This man has something to give. He's an Hausa man, but he's very educated. He has the stuff. People say, he's a Fulani man or he's an Hausa man. He's bringing all Fulani. It's not true. You go to the office, there you see a lot of Igbos, people from my own town, people from my own state, Yorubas. They're all there holding sensitive offices. By the way, that NIRSAL is like a small baby of Central Bank. Central Bank is not for Hausas, it's not for Igbo, it's not for Yorubas. Central Bank is for all of Nigeria. So it is not true that there is favoritism in the current management of NIRSAL. I can tell you that because we've been able to investigate and we've gone through the organogram of that institution. Before you make allegations, you do your scientific research. We will rise from this briefing by writing a petition. We will not just end in telling the media to tell the world that we want the IG of police to invite these blackmailers or to arrest the blackmailers. We will rise from this briefing and will write a petition to the IG of police to call on him officially to investigate and invite the individuals behind these unrelenting tissues of lies and innuendos targeting the person of the MD of NIRSAL, Mr. Abdul Hamid. We also urge the President not to be deceived by this evil campaign against the person of the MD of NIRSAL PLC, because those making these baseless allegations are working hard to scuttle the government's agenda for agricultural revolution. And do not take what we said here as an invitation for the government to attack the media. That is not what we're saying. What we're saying is that if you have individuals who are using the instrumentality of the media to try to damage the hard-earned reputation of certain individuals in government. It is the duty of government to employ the law enforcement agencies or to employ law-based mechanisms to unravel the brains behind some of these or most of these allegations. You know, allegations of saying this person has given contract to his son, has given contract to his wife, this and this. These are things that can easily be verified. They can easily be verified, or but they're all lies. They're not true. We can tell you that for free. They're not true. If they're true, the man is not the first son of Mr. President. If all those allegations they're doing are true, the Mr. President would have acted. He does not waste time. Maybe he acts swiftly in some instances, especially in this area of agriculture. This is an area that is so passionate to him, which most of you are aware of, much more than some of us do. Some of us are no longer in active media practice. You know that Mr. President emphasizes so much on agriculture. Like every day he wakes up, he talks about agriculture. So I think those who do not wish the president well, they will look for the strategic area of his interest to destroy. This is the target of these people. And I think as civil society activists, when we find that some of our members are the ones that are being used to do some of these jobs, we do not need to be paid by anybody to say these are the facts, because the facts can easily be verified even by the media, even on your own. When somebody gives you a wrong information, you can on your own try to excavate, go to some of those, apart from the websites, what they have on the websites. You can also do your human intelligence gathering. These are things that we did, using different angles to do when some of these stories started coming out. You people know that HURIWA would have been one of those that would be on top of some of these allegations if they are actually true. It is not our job to cover anybody. We don't cover anybody in the speech. So I'll circulate the names through those same emails we send the speeches to you. I'll send all the names if you're interested in knowing the names. But importantly, what we're saying is this: the NIRSAL is not the same thing as National Health Care. If you look at the law setting National Health Care, that set it up, National Health Insurance. Yeah. That one was as naked as a street dancer. I mean, the corruption in that place was as naked as a street dancer. It was so naked to the eye. Everybody knows that there is corruption in that place, because the huge amount of evidence that was thrown at us were so overwhelming that there was really nothing anybody can do, because even the minister himself was involved. The minister was the one that suspended the person. For a minister to suspend you, no matter how the minister hates you, the minister will never suspend you if there are no facts, because the minister knows everything about the place, because the place is under the minister. The reason why we are standing by NIRSAL with all the facts that we know, as you said, facts, additional facts may emerge tomorrow. That one will be left for tomorrow to take care of itself. But for now, for today, we can tell you that NIRSAL does not have one kobo, does not control money. A body that does not receive budget. How can you say the budget, that body has stolen public funds? Which public fund? That's what I'm saying. You're a journalist, go and find out from the National Assembly. Have they ever allocated one kobo to NIRSAL? That's the question you should ask. NIRSAL doesn't control money. It's not like Nigerian Healthcare Insurance. I don't even know the name, because almost all of us in this place don't have insurance policy. Because I was, the other time I went to see a doctor in London, the first doctor in London asked me was, what is my insurance number? My policy number. I said, what? Insurance what? I don't know anything about the health insurance. You understand? So a lot of Nigerians, if you count, you're all educated. Most of you have even master's PhDs. I don't think anybody here has healthcare insurance. So everybody is not happy the way that place is being run. Because it's a place that collects money from the public till. You understand? But NIRSAL does not collect money for public till. If there are evidence tomorrow that NIRSAL collects money from public till, then we will now sit down to talk about that. But as far as the law that is concerned, as far as the all the facts that we know, that we have received authoritatively from the people who should know in the CBN. You understand? As far as all the investigations we have done are concerned, there are no facts to support almost all of those allegations that they are saying. For instance, there was one allegation they said, this guy employed the daughter of the IG of police. I think that thing is not even part of this statement, but it was one of those allegations that the man himself answered, and I read it in the media. I don't know if any of you saw it. He said, you employed the daughter of so and so person. If a daughter of IG of police is qualified to apply for a job, you understand, where it was openly advertised for people to employ, and they invite everybody, and it happens that the daughter of the IG of police succeeded alongside other people, alongside daughters of unknown people, people that are not known, because the only person they mentioned is because the father has now eventually become IG of police. Okay, because if my father is IG of police, doesn't mean I will not get work. I should die in the village. What kind of Nigerians are just very funny. People just play up on sentiment. These are different issues when you talk about that there was even no information circulated to any Nigerian about vacancies in the place. Like what happened the other time. There was a time they recruited certain people into CBN. Even CBN was part of those things that happened. Nigerians were shouting that time. But if there were vacancies that were advertised and people applied, and out of those people who applied, those who qualified, of course, if you have 10 people qualifying and you have only one position, you don't expect me, even if I'm the MD of that place, to put all the 10 people in that one place. One person must get it. If it happens to be so and so person's daughter, so be it. The person is a Nigerian, the person is qualified, the person is not, he's not a foreigner to do that. So these are the facts that we're saying. You cannot debunk the fact that NIRSAL has not collected one penny from our money. They don't have our money. What NIRSAL does is, if you apply for a Greek loan, NIRSAL will just be there as a guarantor. In fact, you know that the banks of Nigeria, banks that you have, First Bank, Zenith Bank, all these banks that are operating in Nigeria are part of NIRSAL. So how will those banks be there and one small man from one local place in far away house land, maybe Kano or somewhere, come and now steal 75 billion? It's not possible. These are things that are not even, you cannot even begin to think about it. It doesn't make sense. To say one man has carted away 75 billion or 5 billion or 10 billion in an institution that does not have a penny, does not collect money, there's no how the money lands into the place. This we know as a fact. They may not tell you. If you go to them, they won't tell you. But these are facts that we've been able to verify. Some of our members, they have a way of getting intelligence, have a way of getting information from places. And it's not the first time that anybody is fighting an outgoing person. It's not the first time that you've had issue. If you have somebody who has 2 terms to serve and his first term is about to end, unless if it's a place like National Human Rights Commission where you don't have money, maybe nobody will fight you. But if you are the MD, Chairman, I'm sure you should know that. You've been in this town as even longer than myself. If you are a MD or DG in a place where there is cash, big cash, you will find 10 people fighting you from different godfathers in the same political party. You may be surprised. The same political party governing the country. You have like 10 different forces who are interested in putting their boy in that particular place. And the mistake that some of them make is that they think maybe there is so much, maybe because the place, the office looks so clean, so good, and the people are always wearing suits, looking very clean. There must be money there. In actual fact, there's not even no money. There's no money.